And then I'm going to share. Oh, I'm wrong. It let me.
Cool.
Okay. There was something about, I guess it's, I can't, stop sharing. Stop. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Monday Night Wellness Stories. I'm Sherry Danzig, and welcome. Tonight we are talking about the Nikken Mag shower system. And I love that we call our water products a system because they do more than simply the typical filter if you went to go get a shower filter at Home Depot or some home store like that. So let's talk a little bit about it, and I'm going to share a little bit of facts, and then we're going to have some stories about people's experience with the shower system. So first of all, I love that the company calls it's about creating a wellness shower. So wouldn't you like to have a wellness shower as opposed to what's the opposite of wellness? I guess a sickness shower. So the truth is, the thing is, why is this so important? Well, I've been told that if you don't work with a chemical, if you don't work at a chemical plant, then the most toxic time of your day is the 10 minutes you're standing under the shower because your skin is your biggest organ. And so you take a hot shower, which most of us, even on a hot day, we usually take hot showers. Our pores get opened up, and all the junk that's in the tap water that we don't want to drink gets in really, really fast into our system. And not only does it get into our system, it absorbs in our pores, but also our lungs get assaulted because the heat creates this gas. And so we're breathing in the fumes from the toxicity. Chlorine is a necessary evil, but it's a toxin. And so it has an impact. It raises your risk of things that we don't want to get. So you can lower the risk by putting a really good shower filter on your shower so that you have a wellness shower. So this system neutralizes the chlorine out. So it has this whole process. So it deletes it, and you get this really great, clean, refreshing experience. But not only do you get a clean, pure, refreshing shower, but in addition, the shower head creates what is called microbubbles. And these microbubbles is about adding oxygen. It oxygenates the water, which means it gives more oxygen to your skin and to your hair follicles as well. So it helps to this is like generating negative ions, which is so helpful to your body, your whole body. It's like a free radical food. We know we want, or antioxidants, I meant to say, to get rid of the free radicals in our body. So this is an extra way. It's a preventative way of giving your body more support that it needs so that it slows down the aging process and is very refreshing. And I tell you, well, you're going to hear some stories, but people that have been showering with this, they become kind of a water snob, a shower snob. That's the bad thing, is that when you take the chlorine out of your shower, you get hypersensitive. You don't want to take a shower again when you don't have a filter on. I know some people have a friend that carries her filter around with her everywhere she goes. For me, I'll go to a hotel and I'll soap up, turn the water on, and turn it back off. So I'm very sensitive to chlorine, and you will be too. And that's a good thing. You want to be sensitive to things that are bad for you. So here's the system. You can see there's two different types. There's a handheld, and it has a few more moving parts, and then the regular wall mount shower. And they both have replaceable filters. The wall mount, you change it every 6 months. The handheld, you have to keep up with it a little bit more often. You actually change it twice as often. So, because it's a more narrow filter, so you change that out every 3 months. And with this, in fact, it gets such great water that it actually got a write-up years ago in Elle magazine about being really good for women who put color in their hair. You can see I put lots of color in my hair, haha, to keep the color and really just, protect the hair. So great system. Trust me, if you know anything about water and you don't want to drink water that has all the chemicals, perhaps possible pesticides, any kind of harmful things, including chlorine, in the water, you don't want to be absorbing it in your shower because you'll absorb it even faster and even more so in the shower than you would drinking the water. So keep that in mind and let's hear some stories. So we're going to start with Barb. If you would unmute and tell us a story that you have with the shower system.
Thanks, Sherry. Yeah, we all love our shower system. And I think one of my favorite stories is a consultant who had a 5-year-old, and she was always getting these areas on her skin that she would just itch and itch. And after getting the shower head, she didn't have any of that. And then when she went on to share it with some adult customers, same thing. It just made a big difference in their skin.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't have all those irritants. So that makes sense, right?
Exactly.
Want to eliminate all of that. Okay, Connie, please unmute and share your story.
Well, I use the shower from a professional standpoint. I teach exercises and am a trainer for amateur and professional athletes. And my body, I've been doing this for 52 years, and some of the warranties on my body parts, I don't want to wear out. So I have to really have a system that penetrates my skin. And that's the difference that I've found with it, that when I shower with it, I can hit shoulders, different body parts, and it really massages and takes any discomforts away. And I'm less sore afterwards. And for me, that's a big thing. So I always suggest it. I notice it when I am somewhere where I don't have the shower. I think that's where you see it the most. You smell the water, you feel it. It's a wet liquid is what it is. And so I love, love, love the shower system.
Thanks, Connie. That's awesome. Dr. Karen, please unmute and share your story.
I'd be happy to, Sherry. So, about 20 years ago, I lived in an area that they did not have hard water. Okay. They had water from a lake, Lake Michigan to be exact. And 19 years ago, I moved to the other side of the state, and we had really hard water. This was like culture shock to me almost. And I did not have the shower filter. I was new with Nikken, and I was acquiring my products. Well, I noticed after about 3 weeks, my hair was like straw after I would get done showering and wash my hair. I used conditioner, it didn't work. And you can see that it's short. It was standing straight up. There was nothing I could do with it. So somebody suggested to me to get the shower filter. And I thought, well, okay, I'll give that a try. I was desperate. I got the filter, and within several days, I noticed that stiffness in my hair was going away. It was washing it out automatically just from the technology in the shower filter. And I was amazed, and I have used it ever since. So this is 19 years. And I just love it. Just love it.
That's awesome. Well, I'm going to share a quick story and then we'll finish it off with Dr. Gary. So I had a chiropractor who's a customer who had updated his bathroom, updated his whole condo. And so he said, Sherry, I'm not going to use the shower system anymore because I have this new fancy, rain shower and all this fancy stuff. And it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look, it's not stainless steel and it just doesn't look good. I'm like, okay, I mean, you're a doctor, you know what's going on here. And so he said, I don't know. That's what I need to do. Spend all this money on this renovation. I said, okay. About not even a week, I think it was 5 or 6 days later, he called me back and he goes, nope, can't do it. He said, I can't stand the chlorine. I can't stand how my skin feels. I don't care what it looks like. And so he had a complicated shower, and it just so happened that usually, I mean, these are very easy to install, but his shower was a little bit more complicated. I happen to have a brother who's a plumber. So he and I went over there together, and it wasn't that complicated, but we got it back on. And he's like, I don't care what it looks like. I refuse to have that assault, is what he called it, of chlorine. So you really do notice a difference when you have it and then you don't have it. Gary, Dr. Gary, please share your story.
Thank you, Sherry. And that was a great story. Everybody's story was great. This is one of my favorite wellness home products. It's one of the products that people call me right away and say, this shower system's amazing. I don't even want to get out of the shower. But from a health standpoint, let me just use this analogy. If you don't filter your shower water or your bathing water, it's equivalent. A 5 to 10 minute shower is equivalent to drinking chlorinated water from your tap for 30 days because of you're exposed to so much water. The average shower is 25 to 30 gallons. The average bath is 70 gallons. And you're sitting in that chlorinated water, which is absorbing into your skin right away. You're breathing it in, and it's just not a healthy choice. But I love the air induction system. It really makes you feel clean. I love the adjustable nozzles, as Connie was trying to talk about. You can massage yourself with that. Um, the micro bubbles in there, and Heather and I, we have a shower unit in every bathroom in the house, and Heather calls it a champagne shower. So that's very descriptive. I highly recommend it. Thank you, Sherry.
I love it. Those are great words to close up with. So thank you, everyone. If you're listening to this recorded, get with the person that invited you to listen and get a shower system, because you don't want, most people have more than one shower. I've had families that started out and they got one shower system, and then, a couple of months later they got another one, and everybody in the family just used that one shower until they could, have the finances to get them all over the house. So do whatever you need to do, but protect yourself, protect your family. Thanks, everyone.